Welcome to Vermont Spotlight.
I'm Kelley Lewis, along with Doug Lewis.
Vermont, Vermont Spotlight.
Doug, what does Vermont sound like?
Let's see, mooing cows.
Yes, definitely.
A babbling brook, and maybe the wind through the trees.
And for the past 35 years, it's also sounded like this.
Do you hear the north wind calling? Winter's here, the sky is falling. December's in a million pieces on a snowy night.
Singer-songwriter James Mee has traveled the world, opened for and played with some of the biggest names in acoustic music, from Arlo Guthrie to Sean Colvin.
He's recorded critically acclaimed albums and written award-winning music, and he's done it all based in Rutland, Vermont. James, you've traveled all over Vermont, the United States, and beyond, yet you choose to call Vermont home. Why?
I've lived here, but it's one of those situations where it's a choice. And I've been very fortunate that way. That wasn't the smartest thing to do professionally, but I think, when it comes to like the songwriting and stuff that I've done, a lot of what I have to offer is sort of based on the rhythms and sensibilities that I have in Vermont. And I used to think, that if I'd moved to New York City, and I've spent a lot of time there, but living there, I sometimes thought I would lose that little sort of piece or fragment of me that sort of made me want to write the songs.
You've been doing it for a long time. Best part of being a musician?
I get up in the morning at 8 or 9 o'clock, and there's nothing, but by noon sometimes I'll have like little ideas that I can kind of pull together, and that's what makes me tick. I wish it was something else, like being an astronaut, but it's not the way it turned out,
When I was listening to your songs, I found myself just closing my eyes, and a lot of scenes in Vermont, a lot of just Vermont came out. Is that on purpose, or does that happen?
It's mostly, I think, I don't know that it's intentional in an overt sense, but because I've always lived here, because my family, my friends are all here, it's part of who I am, and it comes out that way. But here's the thing. A lot of times when I'm singing those songs and I have to present them in New York City, they don't necessarily get them. Big times in a small town. Big times in a small...
We wanted a Vermont sound to go with our Vermont Spotlight videos. Figuring out what that would be was not so easy.
So we asked James to help us out.
I was kind of sitting there, in my office, the cave, and my dogs are there. I'm driving them crazy. What do you think of this one? Here's an idea. VRMONT, Vermont Spotlight. Vermont Spotlight.
I like that
Love
one.
it, love
Really
it, love
good.
it, love it.
Thanks to James Mee for sharing his love of music and his love of Vermont with us.
You'll be hearing a lot of his music on Vermont Spotlight.